he's on leave. Others are calling for him to get out of his leave to ensure that this issue is sorted. Is this the president you're calling?
No, it's not. Good evening, Your Excellency.
Yes.
I'm live on Diamond TV and I've put you on speakerphone. I'm being bothered here that you are very sick and you are...
Why would you even bother to do that? You're listening from these...
That's why you are live on TV, sir.
Those who have nothing to do people,
It's what I'm explaining to my boys here, that there's nothing like that. So they are saying, no, we are worried, he's not been seen and whatever. So I said, okay, let me check on the boss.
They must farm, they must produce food for the nation. We are producing food for the nation.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening, Your Excellency.
Good evening, how are you guys?
Yeah, well, good to hear that you are very well, and hopefully the farm is well as well.
Well, we're trying to sort out things, you know. Sometimes things need someone to straighten them, and we're doing that. But so far, so good. But we continue to work. We're doing quite a lot of work.
Your Excellency, yes. It's good that you say that you're at the farm, because I don't know whether this information is before your table. We've had so many people calling to suggest that people haven't been paid, the farmers haven't been paid. And part of the issues are complaining about the logistical issues around them getting the money. What assurance are you giving the farmers tonight around them being paid?
No, the first things first, I think we have made our farmers aware what caused this situation, that we were initially to buy 500,000 metric tons of maize, and that's what we had budgeted for. But because the farmers responded very well to our call for more production following the drought and hunger, and we decided that we should not leave those farmers who responded positively by producing more, leave them vulnerable to one, briefcase buyers, two, those that may buy at a lower price to them or pay to them so they can get real value. So we decided to increase the purchase to 1.6 million tons. So that is the differential in terms of funding gap. But we've since, raised the money, and the money is with the banks. The payments are going on. They're a bit slow, and we're pushing the banks to expedite the payment really. With electronic edge, they can do better. The banks can do better, because they can actually transfer money to various farmers, those who have, say, mobile money or bank account. But I think it's an issue of a number of farmers not having those facilities. But nevertheless, we do apologize for the delay, but I think it's all moving now. And we want to assure farmers that they will get their money. That's the money they work for. They deliver the maize, and they have to be paid, and they're being paid. But having said that, the FISIP inputs were delivered on time, and the number of farmers were able to draw their fertilizer and seed and other requisites, so they should be able to produce a bit more. Where I am, the crop is looking good, so we are hoping that they will continue producing and feeding the country. As you have always heard me say, that let's not be a country of consumers only, let's be a country of producers as well. And food security is national security. Very important, and we're working on improving the marketing arrangements so that we can have more permanency, more, if you like, certainty. And what are these measures including? These measures include ensuring that we have structured export markets. Which markets? Congo, Malawi, Congo, DR, Malawi, and others, so that we don't stop the exports. Remember, in the drought year, a lot of Zambians were alleging that we were exporting maize, and I did argue to the people of Zambia that our consumption of maize, both human and animal, is only, to be honest, 2.7 million tons of maize, and our production target is 10 million tons. what does that mean to you and any other Zambian? It means that we must always have export markets. And that's what we're working on, to ensure that we have structured export markets which will absorb the extra maize that we produce. Our preference is that we sell, if you like, value-added products, meal, stock feed. That's what we're working on. And I think it's important for farmers to realize that that extra, tonnage that they produce, which we thank them for, has always to find an export market. We're a country which is land-linked, and our agenda is to ensure that we produce here, process here, to keep production and processing jobs here, but also export. Exports are very important in growing our economy, extremely important. I've extended my answer to your question so that I can cover a little bit more ground. So there you are.
Well, Mr. President, we're grateful that you took time to speak with us. We know you're on leave, but I guess it's the nature of your job. You get work calls even when you're on leave.
We're never on leave. It's a working time out here, but we're always doing a lot more things. I mean, yesterday I was busy with a team from Lusaka working on national matters. For example, we're working on the issue of creating again certainty on the berthing. They call it the berthing of our, oil ships in Dar es Salaam. I'm sure you noticed that I did send my team there to Dar es Salaam to sign now an agreement, Minister of Energy and team, to sign an agreement that with the Tanzanian government, so that we have certainty between a certain period, say around 13, 14, 15, 16 of every month. We will have a berthing space, really, meaning to offload our fuel, so we don't have instability in that area. So we're working on those issues, consolidating issues around there, and I'm pleased to say to the nation that that development is a very, very important development. But also we're looking at further stabilizing the supply of electricity. Very surprising, you young guys at Diamond, that I did say to the people of Zambia, we're working very hard on many fronts. One, to increase the import, capacity of the transmission lines, interconnectors through Zimbabwe. And that's one of the reasons I went to Zimbabwe. And we've been able to achieve that. I want to express my gratitude to my colleagues in Zimbabwe, to which has allowed us to increase the import, if you like, transmission interconnection through Zimbabwe to a well sizable amount of power. I think around 400 megawatts from 200 to 250, under the Southern African Power Pool. But we also said we will be continuing pushing on completion of various solar projects, and that has happened. And also we are pushing the coal. And I did say to Zambians, we'll be pushing on all these fronts, and by December 2025, I did say that the power situation will improve, and it has improved. We're working in an organized way, colleagues, in a methodical way. I don't think anyone can now laugh about this issue of a methodical way of working. That's the way we're working, and in 2 years' time or so, 3 years' time or so, rain or no rain, we'll have enough electricity for our country. That's how we respond to droughts. That's how we respond to electricity shortages, is by taking positive actions, investing more in the sector, diversified manner. That is what we do for this country and for all of you. And I'm sure you've noticed the difference in the electricity supply situation.
Definitely.
Is that not a position? Is that not a position?
It is.
People enjoying the increased electricity supply. That's true.
But don't you hear now some people saying, where has the power come from? This is all about electioneering. No,
exactly.
It's not about electioneering. We did say that we're working very hard from all fronts. And the reforms we did there in terms of open access, independent power producers, independent power traders, private power traders, of course working with ZESCO, working with CEC, working with MAMBA, diversifying the portfolio. These are the results. What I may also call tariff blending, and it's very, very important that younger people like yourselves in our country follow these things carefully. And as journalists, you really need to invest in following the stories around electricity, the stories around food security, exports, and structured exports. You should follow the story around the mineral side, restoring mines, growing the production side, taking advantage of the price. By the way, I need you to know that we were aware of the price projections of copper. That's why once we took office, we worked on restoring mines that were down. Mupani, KCM, Kalengwa mine, 47 years out of operation, 28 shaft. These are things that we've been working on. Now you can say there's convergence of positive variables. It's not by chance. It's because we've been working consistently, persistently, and we want to thank the people of Zambia for their patience and their support. You will see more benefits to the people of Zambia as we go forward. When you see the Kwacha where it is, it's not by chance. It's been consistent and structured way of working. And we expect 2026 to be much better, and ordinary citizens should begin to see the benefits of the reforms and the efforts we've been putting in place. Because that's, after all, that's what these reforms are intended for. They're intended to benefit the people. We took public office, guys, because we love the people of Zambia. And because we love the people of Zambia, we are here to serve them. We are here to ensure that we deliver for them. It is this connection that citizens need to be aware. They love, right? And also they care for them. Because we love them, we care for them. Because we love them, we care for them, we work hard for them to deliver results. Be it upping the mining production and more foreign exchange earnings, be it food security, be it electricity, be it, education, CDF. This is how we demonstrate our love, our care for the people of Zambia. And it's very important that especially the younger people, the younger population, pay particular attention to how, political parties, those seeking public office, what are they saying they will do for the people? What are they saying they will do about education? Look now, have you seen that now the pass rate has improved in public schools? Have you noticed that?
Yes,
Have you noticed that, you guys?
Yes, we have, Your
Because
Excellency.
we've employed more teachers. The pupil-teacher ratio has come down. It's because we basically have a school feeding program. It is because kids who have eaten, they will be attentive more in school, in class. Because we have desks for kids to sit on instead of on the floor, which is uncomfortable, and they will not pay attention. Because of the examination, first the free education, then the examination, fees we're paying. Kids don't have to worry, parents don't have to worry about, education fees and examination fees. It's a myriad of these issues. I am being optimistic because I hear some people wishing HH death. No. There's only God who controls lives. I'm here. Working for the
Clearly healthy.
I don't know how people make a joke of life and death. How do you make a joke of life and death? Honestly, guys, come on.
I think, Mr. President, you clearly have a lot to bring out. This is a sign that we will need you soon for an interview so that we can discuss these issues and much more.
Always available. As I told you, we work for you people, and I mean that in all intents and purposes, and we mean that. And we'll be happy to do a longer, interview, more specific issues, and I'm all yours. We're all yours. But let me return to the issue. Why would anyone? I want to ask the people of Zambia. Why would anyone play games with life and death? Why? Do you have an idea? Any idea? Any answer for me and for the people of Zambia?
Perhaps they'll be the better place to answer those questions. Or maybe they're just worried about you, Mr. President. Maybe they're just concerned and worried if they don't hear from you or see you. So they just want to get some reassurance that you are fine.
But why not say so? Why not say so? Why put it the way they're putting it? I mean, honestly, why? Why would anybody do a thing like that?
No, that's true, Mr. President. Well, this is all the time we had on the show this evening, but we're glad that you spoke with us once again, Mr. President, and we look forward to an engagement soon with you.
Not a a problem, and thank you to you and the station, and Tabo, thank you for connecting.
Thank you, sir.
And perhaps this is what Mr. Sean Temba was hoping for, that you'd pick up his call like you have.
Sean knows how to get me, but Sean must not grandstand. He wants to talk to me, he talks to me. Normally, there's no problem. I'm his fellow citizen, and there's no problem. But you do it in a mature way. You do it in a respectful way. You don't do it to grandstand to mock somebody. Not necessary to do. The country needs a lot of seriousness, guys. The jokes must not be part of our menu. We must be serious about this country. Country was in difficult situation, and we had to work hard together, the people of Zambia, to do so many things, that structuring, restoring the rule of law. Look at Chawama. Look at the election in Chawama. Chawama was the birthplace of the panga politics. Here we are. Chawama has free and fair elections. And Mao Sampa was alleging, secret polling stations. There was nothing like that. In fact, that's a crime. Mao Sampa committed a crime.